Hello, guys.
Hello. All right. For before we start, the intro that you just saw, uh, the music in it, I was paying homage to the first Red Link season, where they had
Yes.
the same exact music, in the same like in a similar vibe. So I wanted to do the same thing. That's why I had some of their music and put it into our show because it's completely copyright free and. I thought it would be a cool way to pay homage to them. Now let's get on to the episode.
And we're both big fans of
All
the
right.
Red Link. Yeah. This show,
Yeah.
this, we're both big fans.
They have a great show. Yeah.
You might see
Big
me
fans.
drinking something. This, my friends, is a sachet.
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
No, it's a sachet of ginseng powder, Korean ginseng, and
Oh,
ginger and honey.
you are a fancy fellow.
I like my herbs, man. I like my roots and herbs.
Did you go out at all today?
No. I'm not going out of the house. I'm not risking dying.
Okay. Good, good,
Did
good, good.
you?
No. Even though they did lift the ban,
Either way, I'm
for
not going out.
supermarkets. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna be leaving. I might be ordering in a few groceries because we only prepped for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what
That
we
was
did. We ordered
yeah.
and it got
So
in today. Like now.
yeah. We might like online order a few groceries from a supermarket, and then just have those for the next 2 weeks or something,
Yeah, because
or like a week.
man, I think it's gonna stretch. It's gonna last for much
Oh
longer.
yeah. It's. I think it's gonna be the whole semester, man. I think something is
S-
gonna happen, and the
mhm.
semester's rules are gonna change or something.
Exactly. But yeah, man. What have you been up to this week? What have you
All
been
right, a
doing?
lot I want to talk about, my dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so number one, I finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3.
perfect.
So
Congratulations.
that was like the ending was the biggest fanboy moment I've had in a long while.
Yeah,
Second, I watched Batman Hush. Great Batman movie. Like it became my number two Batman movie right after number one, which is a tie between The Dark Knight Returns and The Killing Joke, which are both very incredible. Um,
yeah. They're both great movies, actually. Honestly, good Batman movies.
have you seen them?
Yeah, man.
That's great because they deserve a really multiple watches actually.
But honestly, Dark
Number
Knight
three,
Rises is a great one.
not Rises, Returns.
But right, Dark Knight Rises is
Rise,
also
yeah, The
great.
Dark Knight Rises is a great movie. Yeah, it's also one of my favorite Batman movies.
Yeah, but
But
Returns is better than
animated
Rises.
wise, yeah, it's an epic story in a comic book,
Yeah,
and it was captured so well in movie that it paid good respect to the
exactly.
original material. Not a lot of comic book movies do that, but it like paid enough respect for me to be like, okay, you're my favorite Batman movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Um,
Third thing I've been up to is I've been watching Young Justice. I
okay.
rewatched the whole thing. I'm gonna finish season 2 today, and hopefully start season 3, which came out last year, tomorrow. Now, Young Justice was canceled in like 2012 or
Yeah,
2013, I believe, and it was renewed last year by the fans. Fan power, woo!
fan power.
So I will be rewatching it, and that's quite it. That's what I've been up to. What
Yeah.
have you been up to?
Well, what have I been up to? So, man, I don't have any money on my Visa card, so I was not
Hey,
able to
same.
buy any games. And
Yeah, you're just stuck playing the good old games, huh?
oh no, I realized that I have some games that I uninstalled and I can download them again, so I did that.
For free.
Yeah, because I already bought them.
Yeah,
Um,
because you already bought them. Yeah.
so I
Cool.
re-downloaded The Witcher 3. Um,
The Witcher 3?
yeah. Uh,
Oh, I haven't played it.
it's a great game, man. Honestly, it's such a good game. The story is perfect. The graphics aren't bad for their time, and
I mean, it is very highly it's
like
very highly
each
reviewed.
character, you could just talk to them. You could feel like you're part. It's very immersive, and combat is
Yeah.
nice. Um,
Cool.
So and as well, I what have I been doing? I have been, I don't know, concentrating my lectures and
You
complaining
have?
about everything.
That's a very light thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, I've been complaining about a lot of things,
Yeah.
especially like
Um.
there are a lot of things, but they all have the same cause or root. This fucking
huh.
situation that we're fucking in.
Yeah. It's a bitch, but we gotta live through it because
Yeah, and 2 days ago was the first time I got out of the house, like out of the main door, in like uh 9 days
what
before
did
that.
what did you do outside?
I just looked at, like, went to the balcony and went to my
Bro,
car and I hugged it and I told her I missed her, and
yeah.
that's literally
I
all
mean,
I did.
I haven't gone out since the day before we shot the last episode. So I think it was last Tuesday,
Yeah,
and I literally went out to get um yogurt for the family, and that was it. Like I went out 10 minutes, got the yogurt, came back, locked myself down, and before that, I haven't left the house in 14 days. I think that's around it. Yeah,
perfect.
because on Saturday I was at my aunt's. So yeah, 14 days. Um,
That's great.
I never realized how tough it can be to stay at home. Like I always mock the people that stay home. Honestly, props to you because I've made it a goal in the past 6 years of my life to go out of the house every single day.
Oh man, I was
You
a
know?
home person, but now I
No,
don't know. Man, it's when you're forced to stay at
yeah,
home. It feels very different than deliberately staying at home, like wanting to be there. But now it's
for
very,
sure,
very
yeah,
different. And everyone's there.
yeah,
Everyone's there in a family. No one's going out, no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
doing
Yeah.
anything, so
It's
it's
a lot of
weird.
like intersections of family members.
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
for me, it's more or less the fact that going out and seeing other people and interacting with other people was mainly the source of joy I got. Like I enjoyed seeing my friends and making fun of my friends and having my friends make fun of me and that sort of stuff. And now that it's all deprived, it
Shut
it
up, fat
feels it
man.
feels very
No one
it
loves
feels
you,
very
fat man.
different. Look, yeah,
I'm
but
making it up
if
for
it
you.
if it yeah, thanks, man. Um, if you really like boil it down, I haven't stayed home for this long in 6 years.
Oh,
Like for the
that's
past
intense.
yeah, I'm a very like I'm very pro leaving the house. That's the only way I can put it.
Yeah.
But I'm here on the podcast and I use this to dress up. I have my fancy jacket that I got last time I lost weight, and now my goal is to fit back in it.
Well,
And I'm wearing my
I'm
t-shirt, my Flash t-shirt.
wearing my pajamas.
I'm sick and tired of pajamas,
No,
man. I
I
never
don't
thought I'd be
I
sick
don't
and
wear
tired.
anything but pajamas also at home, so it doesn't really make a
Yeah,
difference.
it's the same case for me, but if you wear pajamas for 14 days straight, then you're like, I have to change sometime
No,
before I rot in
honestly,
these.
nah, man. I have a
I
collection
don't
of
know.
PJs, man. So it's always
No,
variation. There's always variety.
I only have the two, and I wear them like if every each one of them I wear 2 days in a row, and then the washing comes. Like my mom washes them, and therefore I wear one for 2 days, and then the other one for 2 days, and then the first one would be washed, and I'd do that. So I've been seeing myself wearing the same clothes for a while.
I have 7, 8 PJs.
I never realized how staying home can be a bitch. But
But
here are two topics that I've been wanting to discuss for a while.
yeah, tell me.
Pasta versus noodles and TikTok versus Vine.
Pasta versus noodles is stupid, man.
Dude, I've been arguing with my brother for a while now. They're not the same.
They're not the same. No.
They're not the fucking same.
No, no.
He
A
keeps saying that
pasta
they're the same, but they're not.
No, pasta goes under the category of noodle. It's a pasta noodle.
No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, but
No, I think it's just the fact that pasta is Italian and noodles are like not
no,
Italian.
noodles in general is a general term which pasta is under.
So, and what's under pasta? Then all the types of pasta are under pasta.
Yeah, it's a category of noodle.
Yeah, but what other categories are there?
You could have rice noodles. You could have buckwheat
Ah,
noodles. They're all
so it's like a
noodles.
sub.
What you
Okay,
know what
okay,
a
got it.
noodle
Okay,
is, man? It's an
I know what a
elongated
like.
floppy thing. It's just a floppy,
Yeah, exactly.
elongated thing. They're all
But but
floppy,
the
elongated
but
things.
pasta doesn't have to be elongated.
No, it has to be floppy.
It does have to be floppy, but
So they're all called
it doesn't
noodles.
have to be elongated. What?
They're all noodles. Wait, let me
I guess
Google it.
so.
Let me Google it.
While you
Noodle
do that, I want to discuss
definition.
TikTok versus Vine,
Well, I told you
because
what.
TikTok is it's way too trend. Like it's become one of those things where it's trendy enough to annoy a person, you know.
Hey, yeah. Here's the
And
definition.
yeah, give it to me.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the origin of it. It's German. It's German. It's Germanic. Okay. The
What's
word is
German?
noodle.
Aha.
Nudel. It's German, the
Okay.
origin. So a
Okay.
noodle is a very thin, long strip of pasta or a similar flour paste eaten with a sauce or in a soup.
Aha. Okay.
And that
Okay.
covers every little thing.
Everything. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Because now I'm thinking
yeah.
like even like ravioli and lasagna are noodles.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
never. Okay. I just thought they were like a different thing. I don't know. My mind has a thing for
Actually,
segregation.
noodling is a musical term as well. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah,
What is
when
noodling
you
in
noodle
music?
around, it's like improvising,
Ah,
but it's like
okay.
a certain thing, like in
Get it? Cause
jazz.
like strings, and you go ham on them strings.
No, I don't think that's the reason, but it's in jazz. Like it's a very specific thing in jazz. You need to know how to noodle. You need to noodle,
uh,
man.
Speaking of jazz and music, dude, the new Childish Gambino album,
I have not listened to it yet.
dude. Okay, so remember Kanye back in the old days, how
Yeah.
he used to fucking treat music like science?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he just like or art, and he just like created for the sake of creativity.
Yeah.
But with Kanye, he was just creating for the sake of creativity without caring if the result is good or not.
Mhm.
This dude made like an abstract album with all good songs,
That's good. I'll listen to it. I'll
and
give you my feedback,
it
honestly.
all it all ties in together. Like some of the songs melt into each other.
Yeah.
They have deep meaning. Uh, like even if you read the titles of the songs, the titles are numbers, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people think they're random numbers, but the first title is 0.00,
Yeah.
and then it's the second one is algorithm, and then the third one is time, and then it starts giving you time codes, right?
Yeah.
So each time code is how like what's the time code of this song? So it treated as a like a big song, and this is the interval where the song starts.
Yeah.
And it's such a good way of naming songs on an album. Like, who the fuck thinks of that?
Very abstract. Yeah.
Uh, Other than that, well, you know his song "Feels Like Summer."
Mm, no.
It has a really good animated music video. Anyway, he re-released it in the album, but like an elongated version, I guess.
The long.
And he put in a lot of, and then a lot of other cool stuff that melts into it, and just a great album, man. I recommend everyone who's into, like, I can't even put it in a category. I want to say R&B,
It's
but
usually
it's
R&B, but
not.
experimental
It's
R&B.
not. Yeah, exactly. Like you can't really put a tag on it cuz it has a little bit of pop, it has a little bit of hip hop, R&B, some even like some rock elements and some like jazz elements. Every like it's just a very good album. I
It's
can't
good.
stress that enough.
Well, Childish
Um
Gambino is very
So like
creative,
think old Kanye West, but all good. That's the best way to describe it.
but old Kanye was great, man.
Old Kanye was great. Old like I have nothing against old Kanye, but every now and then he drop a deuce, right?
No,
This dude
yeah.
avoided all deuces.
Oh
He did
man.
not deuce once.
No, This Is America was a big deuce, man.
This is America was a great concept, dude. Come on. This is America had a big message behind it.
A big message, yeah. Got too political at
And
some point, though. Really, really
you could say that, yeah.
intensely political.
But also, like, other than the political message behind it, because there are a lot of songs with political messages, right?
No, but this one was a
Like the
bloodshed,
song,
man. There was bloodshed in this.
yeah, but like also the beat and the music in it
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
fucking amazing.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and it had gospel, it had hip hop, R&B again.
Yeah,
Like it's
many,
just
many elements.
amazing.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
And
On
so were you talking? You were gonna talk about Vine and TikTok.
Yeah, Vine and TikTok. Here's what I think the difference is.
All right.
Vine was a platform that you could release 6 seconds of content on, right?
Yeah.
6 seconds of video content on.
Okay.
TikTok is a platform where you can release 1 minute video content on.
Okay.
The difference wasn't in what the platform could provide, because those are both seem like really good ideas.
Sure.
However, what Vine did that TikTok failed to do was incorporate, like it had a lot of comedy elements, I guess you can say. Like it was strictly a comedy platform where you can go in and have a laugh 6 seconds at a time, and just like you're guaranteed a laugh. And a lot of people were posting content based on the fact that it's 6 second content, and I gotta do that, right? With
Yeah.
TikTok, here's my shtick with it. It's not original content. It's just people, like 90% of it is people doing dances and posting their
Well,
dances.
it's because that's the purpose of it. Because before it became TikTok, it was Musically.
It was musically, right? Okay, I had no problem with that. But then they incorporate another, like other genres and stuff. For example, they have just singing,
Yeah.
singing elements and
Well,
just
it's
people
basically
singing. I
like
get
YouTube
that.
now, but strictly one
Yeah,
minute
exactly.
YouTube.
YouTube, but for 1 minute. And I think a lot of what makes YouTube good is the fact that you can have
Long content, big five
yeah,
minute videos,
exactly. You can
six
have
minute,
a lot
30 minute
of
videos.
quality content that takes effort and time and editing and stuff.
But the thing
Uh,
is, man, you gotta know the
yeah,
demographic. It's younger people.
it's younger people, but again, like I don't. I feel like this is like
It's basically like
I don't know how
Vine,
to
as
describe
I
it.
told you. Different era. That's all. It's still
Is
as
it though? Like
cancerous as Vine
you
was.
wouldn't go on Vine being like, "Hey, let's go like watch people dance and stuff."
No, there were
No, you went
dancing
on Vine.
videos.
Like, but how many? You know?
No, there
Like,
was a
of
good
course
bunch
there
of
are.
them, man.
Um, I remember King Batch and Daystorm and those guys.
I only
The
know
challenge,
Kink. I only know Daystorm from YouTube a long time ago, before even Vine.
yeah, they when they transitioned to Vine, the challenge in Vine was I have 6.5 seconds to put out funny content. With YouTube, the challenge is I have to put out good content that's
Yeah, but the thing is,
like
like when
it's like
Vine
good, you know?
restricting it to 6 seconds was a challenge, but it made comedy more abstract.
Yeah,
It became like a
and
general
look,
concept, not just like it's weird. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it made comedy very
but
much different.
with TikTok, my itch is there is no like the challenge is the TikTok itself. Like, oh, I'm gonna do a dance challenge, or oh, I'm gonna do a music challenge. There is no challenge of creativity. Like, no one is creating new stuff.
I don't know, man.
That
I
that
don't
was my
open
shtick with it.
TikTok, so I don't really know. I never used it.
Yeah. I never had an account. I had the app because I had Musically before it, where there was a challenge. Like it was a like a strictly lip syncing app, and it wasn't like everyone doing the same thing. Everyone was doing different things. I had no problem with it whatsoever, even though it was stupid. No, I'm saying
It's very
I had no
stupid.
problem with like it's just my personal opinion, like why I have a shtick with them. You know?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it's. I was just like I was looking for a way to express how much it annoys me,
I hate
and I
TikTok.
realized,
I
oh, I have
agree
a
with you.
podcast.
You have a podcast, yeah, you can say how much you hate TikTok freely.
um. How do you feel about the platform?
I don't like it.
But do you think like does it annoy you particularly, or just does it
It's
let
a
it live?
cancerous content platform by
But
obnoxious
so is
children.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Twitter anymore.
Oh yeah. Um. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's a lot of kids, and they can do their thing, but I'd say like it's limiting the creativity of where you can take it. Where you
Honestly,
can take
in
things,
some way, yeah.
because you can take things way like, sure, a lot of TikTokers, a lot of the people, for example, what's his name, the musician, Charlie Puth. He keeps doing this thing where he plays a beat and does it like a piano riff, and then he's like, okay, people, write lyrics and post them.
Yeah,
That
that's
I think
that's
is
okay.
okay.
That's
That's
all right.
that's fun, yeah. But when everyone is like, okay, here's a dance, now you got to do the dance, and then everyone's doing the same dance, and you're like, just learn a new dance, goddammit. you know just like
It's very
freestyle or do
repetitive.
something creative, different.
It's yeah,
That's
exactly. It's just the same pattern over and over again, which was the
Yeah.
case with Vine. Come out, there were Vine challenges.
Yeah,
There were
the
so
cinnamon
many.
challenge was on YouTube
Yeah,
though.
but so many stupid Vine challenges as well. And YouTube had
uh,
very stupid challenges, and YouTube has a very, very obnoxious fan base.
YouTube had a bunch of stupid challenges, like, and again, I avoided all of those
And
like the
Facebook
slime
had
shit
shitty
and the
challenges
fucking.
as well.
I know I haven't opened Facebook to look through it in so many years. You don't even know, man.
Yeah,
Like, the
fucking
only reason
Facebook.
I open Facebook now
For the
is
group of the university.
for the
I know,
PSUT group,
exactly.
and the music group, because I'm hoping someone wants to sell a microphone for cheap or something.
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
that's
That's
literally it.
I look at guitars and cry myself to sleep.
uh,
But yeah,
but for the main part, I don't open Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg, you did a good job for the time,
fucking
and then
wizard.
Instagram came out.
Anyways,
I think I think for this time, Instagram is taking the lead in social media
it is.
platforms,
It is. It is.
because it is all kinds of things, like you can post videos, photos, everything, and you're not restricted by, except like the only restriction I think is the fact that you can only make a legit post for 1 minute, like a video post
Yeah.
for one
Yeah.
minute, and then you have to go to IGTV if you want to post more.
Exactly. But they killed Snapchat. They killed
Oh
Snapchat
yeah,
with
it died.
in one night, one day.
I don't know why it happened, but I
Because
just know
Instagram
that.
has all the other things as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking. Okay, I thought you meant like
The story
uh
thing. The
yeah, no,
Instagram.
I thought you meant like the owners of Snapchat killed it. No, I think, yeah, Instagram, when it came out with the stories, first it wasn't as popular, but then they perfected
Exactly. The filters,
the
everything.
filters and the editing and the stuff, and then
But it's
Snapchat was
still the
dead.
Snapchat camera app is much better. The camera
Is it
resolution
though?
is so much better.
I prefer just using a regular, like my phone's camera app, and then posting.
Honestly, it all works. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, but just one more thing.
Yeah.
I posted a thing about me cooking on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it.
No, I did not.
But basically, I'm gonna be making something next week. It was supposed to be this week. I was supposed to do it this Friday, but I'm gonna do it like in the middle of next week.
Is it a surprise, or are you gonna tell me what you want to cook?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell everyone who's watching here what I'm gonna be making, and then people who don't watch the podcast are missing out. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
Not all of it, but continue.
Well, in the last season, the mother from How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah.
was giving Lily, one of the main characters,
Mm-hmm.
some cookies,
Yeah.
and she called them some bitches.
Oh yeah, I know some bitches. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Binging
be
with
making
Babish
some
did an
bitches.
episode about some bitches.
And that's where I got the idea. I'm gonna call it binging with Babish. That's what I'm gonna call the thing.
Binging with Babish.
Yes.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making that, editing it, doing a voiceover even.
The more
Just
power
for
to
fucks,
you, brother.
Yeah, and posting it to Instagram. It'll probably be like, it'll be a wreck for sure.
Exactly. I know.
And I just want to narrate myself having a panic attack.
Yeah.
All right, that was it for this episode of Shots, episode 2.
Yeah. As always,
If you liked it, be sure to
make sure to subscribe.
drop a like in the comment.
Drop a
and
deuce
share.
in the comments
Drop a
below.
deuce. Yeah. All that said,
Shut.
oh wait, no.
Shot the full cup.
Shot the full cup.
There you go.
Peace.
Peace.